This is a very crappy rainy day, so I'm going to try and keep this short because I think I'm going to hop on a bus very soon rather than walk to work this morning. Good morning. Here's some thoughts about the Amazon announcement yesterday. So for those who haven't followed, there was an Amazon executive, an Amazon employee who effectively was treated rather unethically by their manager, who abused the HR system to try and block them and get them into a performance improvement program, and then also made decisions to stop them from reporting a serious problem with one of the client accounts, where an account, I think Discover Card, was being charged for for promotion that didn't actually happen the way they thought it happened. So it was being overcharged by hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the manager imposed her view that this should be treated as this should be spun as a positive thing, and the client just told that this is the promotion is going better than anticipated, that even more people have seen it, even though that was clearly not the case. And to me, the interesting angle in this is that Amazon is a slightly strange company, and that it is clearly a very successful company. It's highly successful in the world, at least appears to be so. But it's a very, very top-down hierarchical company. If you look at every bit of information that comes out about how Amazon manages itself, it's clearly a very strict hierarchical system where Jeff Bezos calls pretty much all the shots and passes the information downwards, and Jeff Bezos says jump and Amazon says how high. And so my first thought when I read all this was, well, actually it doesn't surprise me very much that a company like Amazon will have this kind of thing going on, having read about its culture. Now, why do I believe that? Well, because I think it's a kind of an inescapable result of having top-down and secrecy-driven culture, that there will be bad top-down decisions and secrecy-driven decisions that don't actually align with what the stated culture of the company is. So when you have a really open company with a transparent culture where everybody knows what's going on, if somebody goes and does something that's totally against the values of the company, that is fairly quickly highlighted and dealt with, and you can't hide it. It's there in your face, and you have to say, like, okay, either we actually believe in the values or we don't. And it's fine to say we don't, but then you can't keep stating, oh yeah, we have all these values of this and that and whatever, because it's blatantly visible to everybody that no, we don't, because when push comes to shove, we don't actually make decisions by those values. So a transparent company will kind of work through these sorts of problems on a continuous basis, because they're always visible. With a secrecy-driven company like Amazon, it's very easy to hide things under the carpet. It's very easy for information not to flow. You can even punish people for making information flow. That means that whenever there's a gap between behavior and the values of the company, this can actually be maintained. The manager in question doesn't have to change her behavior. She can just keep doing the same thing because, like, it's kind of hidden. Maybe her direct employees know about it, but it doesn't become a widespread knowledge in the company, and therefore it doesn't challenge the view or the perception that the values are actually the company's values. This is not to say that this kind of thing can't happen in open cultures. In fact, there is very clear evidence. I'm going to smudge this because I think I've got water on the thing. There is very clear evidence that in AES's case, for example, they had some ethics issues, some transparency issues, despite the fact that they had their values up and so on, and actually got them into a lot of trouble. I think at a certain scale, these kind of things are going to be inevitable. But what is not inevitable and what is the problem in this particular case is not so much the fact that some crap happened. Shit happens at every company. But the way that it was covered up, and the fact that there was buy-in all the way to the top for covering it up, including lying to a customer, to a major customer, and basically defrauding that customer, which is a kind of issue that is going to have some kind of penalty from the US government, I would imagine. That is not behavior that you want from any company in 2014. So I guess my point is that if you want ethical behavior from companies, you kind of have to make them, they have to be transparent. Lack of transparency ultimately is always going to lead to crap like that happening. And on the other hand, having the transparency that prevents this sort of thing from happening will naturally lead to other features of the open cultures. That's my thought for today. I'm now going to hang up and try and make my way through the rain for the rest of the way. There's a beautiful halo effect going on the side of my face. I'll have a look at that later. Bye.